Gokhshtein Unfiltered is sponsored by Veracity, attention-based platform for video, gaming, and entertainment rewards, building infrastructure for publishers to serve attention-rewarded video to billions of viewers. Visit veracity.io today. Fact Finance, who just launched their Fact Lending Pool, where you can stake a minimum 500 Fact and receive 57.5% APY. Visit fact.finance today for more information.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in to Gokhshtein Unfiltered. Today's been a marathon for me. My name is David Gokhshtein, by the way, the Crypto Mamba, aka the King of Crypto. Wow, somebody's gonna get all pissed off about me, joking around with that. I don't really care. It's unfiltered. But yeah, it's like a marathon today. Like I've been on, I think I've been on every single live cast podcast possible. We had, the great announcement, Clever, coming on to G Media partnership there. It's been huge. We've had a lot of people come on board the G Media plane, the G Media squad, to go ahead and take their projects to the next level. I appreciate that. I just did a webinar, okay? I fucked up on it. All good. You know what I'm saying? We had like close to 100 people sign up. And, the first show for Gokhshtein Unfiltered, I went ahead and put out the damn link to Zoom, or somebody did. And we just had a bunch of people come on, and the horrific shit that was posted, it traumatized your boy. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and put in the link on Everbright. I'm going to leave the Zoom link off until the last 10 minutes before we're going to hit this, webinar, and we're going to be all good here, right? No, I'm getting emails from every which corner. Like, yo, Dave, what are you doing? I want to be a part of the webinar. There's no link. I'm like, what you talking about? I put in the link 10 minutes ago. I got my producer, Ross. I got my VP, Ross, getting on me, yapping away on Discord, talking shit about me. Like, I'm tired. Then I did it. I got to tell you though, going through all this shit today, that's fine. To do a TikTok video, this is hard work, man. Stop getting on these kids. It took me, for this 15-second video, it took me about an hour. I had to perfect my hair, shape, put, nice and hat on, put the sweater on. Don't worry, I'm not lagging, Ross. And I just had to look right and in the right position. But then I noticed I post my TikTok. I'm now officially a TikTok superstar. I posted my TikTok, talking about that I'm going to be reviewing. I will be reviewing all your tokens. So the 5-minute tokens that come out there, I'm slamming you. If you're shit, I'm letting everybody know about it. But besides the point, I'm on there talking. I think I'm rapping. I think my flow's right. I got background music by Pop Smoke from Brooklyn. Rest in peace, boy. And then I noticed after the video is done, you got to really look into the lens. This is hard work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do TikTok, but there is no challenge that I will not take on. If I shall fail, I shall fail. Boy, oh boy, man. I got to tell you, man. I love Bitcoin more than your favorite influencer. All right. This man right here loves Bitcoin than your favorite influencer. But to see the shit go up by 2% and your favorite influencer is calling for a bull run, Like, what are we doing in this space, man? It's 2% really getting us happy now on Bitcoin? That's some weird shit. 2%, nobody would like. I don't even like. What happened? That's it. Eh. Hold on. It hit. It hit 11. Bull run. Bull run season here. What? What? What's going on with this space? No wonder nobody. I was doing a webinar about, just simplifying this space. How do you simplify this shit? You got a bunch of avatars that are jumping around screaming about, Bitcoin went up 2%. Let's go ahead and call bull run season. You got your favorite influencer also be hiding behind an avatar screaming bull run. And then you got your favorite influencer who doesn't accept Bitcoin screaming, about Bitcoin season is here. It's going to dominate and destroy all the banks. Still, even after the OCC went ahead and made the announcement that banks can go ahead and hold cryptocurrencies. Mind boggling. And these are your financial advisors. God bless you. So when you lose your fucking money, do not complain. Do not complain. You know why? Because half of you motherfuckers don't do research. You hate it. It's like you probably failed in school, or you had your mother stand on top of you to make sure that you were doing your homework, or somebody, even at the age of 16, you had somebody hold your hand walking you to school. I don't know what's going on here, man. But the space needs to mature, man. Oh, leg day. What's it called? Leg day. What's the terminology used when you can't feel your legs? Ross, listen, Ross right now is probably drinking because he's like, Gokhshtein media is going down the tubes at this point. Gokhshtein Unfiltered. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say now. I didn't bring on a guest on purpose tonight. I literally can show you. I had like maybe one or two people, good listing people to bring on. Not fuck that. Nope. I want to talk about my TikTok. I want to talk about my TikTok fame. I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about DeFi. I want to talk about people contacting me to be on one of the greatest platforms ever, which is G Media Network. Without a doubt, you guys know it. You can hate on me all you want, but the team, like what we do, what we're able to do, you cannot hate on it. So I don't really give a fuck. But at the end of the day, you got so many people trying to come on board, but then you got so many people that are confused. Why do people reach out to me? Ross, are you gonna stop me? Because I feel like at any second now you're gonna just fucking flip, throw. Where's that gif, right? Where the dude's just throwing all this shit in the air in his office. Is that what you're gonna do to me right now? Ross, don't hide. This is your fault.
I, I'm cleaning my desk and I'm drinking and listening.
Am I wrong though? The intro, like me coming on, is anything that I'm saying wrong?
TikTok looks pretty difficult. I will give you that.
Oh, so you want to stay away from everything else?
No.
You are sissy.
No,
I don't
no.
even know how you played hockey.
No, I started at your first comment.
TikTok it is overwhelming. Okay? Especially now after one video I'm a superstar. Look how many likes I got. Ross, this is unbelievable. I got ridiculous likes. I want to turn off the liking system.
That's not an option.
I literally got 6 likes. Like, I'm on fire.
That's almost 7.
It's almost 10 if you round it off. Is it? If you round. Starting with the Clever partnership, obviously that was a huge one. That was big. That was something that I really truly believe like the industry needs that. I don't care what the name of our company would have been if we could have actually come up with a better name than using my last name. But at the end of the day, our entire goal is to bring some sort of education to the space, and having another partnership where that partner is actually trying to do the same thing with their ecosystem works towards our favor. So it's just a no-brainer. We spoke about it earlier today on the live press conference, but for me, I just want to keep it short and simple and say that what happened today will be a long-term solution into bringing people into this space. So, you know, I pretty much know what I need to do in order to achieve that goal. And that's, start at the grassroots, start with the meetups, do those things that will essentially bring people into this space because they're interested, because it was simplified for them. And like it's funny, like I'm making a joke out of TikTok, but you know what? You're gonna reach the kids out on TikTok. I don't mind if I got to go ahead and do the renegade. If I got to go ahead and dance, I'm dancing, baby. If I got to go get tatted up even more than I got, like I'm gonna I'll get a tattoo on my face. I'll get the G on my eye. Like I'm rewatching my video. I thought it was the hottest thing on TikTok today. Why do you keep? I know you're rubbing your hands, bro. Like McDonald, don't ignore me. I don't give a fuck about anything right now. Why are we allowed? Can I ask you a question? I feel like taking this mic right now and just like, I feel like Ric Flair right now, Stone Cold, like talking in the mic right now. Why do we allow people to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin, slam every other digital asset, but we don't go ahead and air them out about not accepting Bitcoin? What's up with that?
You mean Bitcoin maximalists?
Yeah. Why? How did they get a free pass? Like, let me ask you a question. How did these motherfuckers get a free pass, right? Oh, it's on tonight. How did they get a free pass? Yet, swear to God, I'm so close.
It's the safe play. If you're Bitcoin maximalist, like yes, there are some fundamental theories there that are good, but it's the safe play because everything else is high risk. So if you're just a Bitcoin maximalist, you can be confident until Bitcoin is knocked off first place, if it ever is, on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or wherever you're watching it. And until that point, they look really smart. But they
But
don't
how
take
can you be
any.
a Bitcoin maximus if you don't accept it?
Oh, that's a second thing. Imagine this. Here. I'm gonna call some people out. Maybe they won't like it.
No, no,
Here we go.
no.
Peter Schiff.
Don't do it.
Peter
Undo
Schiff.
it.
It's okay.
No.
You'll approve this. Peter Schiff doesn't like Bitcoin, but he accepts it. And then other people in our industry,
no,
who I
don't
will
do it.
who I
Don't
I will,
do it. They're gonna come after us.
I
I'm
will not
telling
name
you.
anybody, but people in our industry in general do not accept Bitcoin at their paywalls. So how lame is that?
I know you wanted to say the name. It's just that you know what it is. Like being that we got so much stuff going on.
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, but I'm just saying. I know you want to say the names, but like I know you do. It's itching. But like being that we have so much going on and like long term we overtake those people, I don't want to do it.
Sure,
I don't have time. I don't have time to fight with them.
sure.
but you can tell who's who. Like it. Like how do you? Here's my like I'm reading Twitter. I see somebody say that they made a list of the top. I think it was top 15. I don't know. I didn't maybe read it correctly, but meaning in terms of what the topic was. But like I got what they were going after. Like the top 15 media companies, we weren't even listed. But we weren't listed because we're not a part of the clique. That the 42-man clique. Nobody
Well,
listens to your fucking podcast, bro.
well, consider this for
How no, fuck that. I'm going off tonight. How are you a top 15 company when nobody listens to your shit? You know what? Do me a favor. I'm gonna challenge everybody right now. Let's bring out data. Let's bring out those stats and then go ahead and make a list. Because when I look at your live streams, when I look at your podcasters, everything on podcasts, all those stats, they don't add up. Yet you're calling yourself top what? My numbers are pop. Look, just look at Twitter. Our Twitter numbers beat you. Our Twitter numbers beat you. And there's substance to what I'm saying. It's not that I'm running my mouth. It's not that, you guys get the wrong impression of me sometimes. Oh, he talks loud. He yaps about everything. He's talking about everything. Well, what am I like? I'm in this damn space. It's like this is the only time I'm gonna compare the sporting industry here. Yeah, like in hockey, there's how many teams? 32. I'm gonna talk about all 32 teams. I'm not supposed to only talk about one. So if you guys get mad about me talking about XRP and Bitcoin and Tron and Verge and this one and that one, kiss my ass. I really don't care. I'm gonna talk about what I'm holding. And if I think you're trash, I'm gonna call you out on it. Call me out. Call me trash. You don't affect me. You guys don't. Like I laugh. All you do is give me more press. Give me more press. I'll take it. More people say, who is Gokhshtein? They'll read a magazine and then they'll understand that you're an idiot. It's like, yo, I'm never gonna get anything else but an Oldsmobile in my life. That's the way you sound when you talk about Bitcoin and nothing. So I'm gonna drive an Oldsmobile for the rest of my life. I'm gonna use a Commodore 64 for the rest of my life. Forget this MacBook that's way better and faster and has no dial-up modem. I'm just gonna stay on Commodore 64. Forget about the Mustang having 765 horsepower. I'm just gonna ride an Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. Sorry, Ross, go ahead.
no, I'm
I didn't
good.
mean to take it.
I'm
I didn't
good.
mean to take it, Shine.
I'm
I
good,
didn't
but
mean to.
you know that both of us like station wagons. You know it.
I mean, listen, there's no question. We talked about this. I love the station wagon. But now they have minivans.
Forget that.
I'm listen. I'm just saying that this space is all wrong. Sorry. To be a part of a clique and to make no gains makes no sense. Forget me. You don't gotta follow me. You don't gotta be into me. You don't gotta. It don't matter. I don't care. I really don't care. And I know psychologically people say, well, if you say you don't care, you really do care. No, I don't care. I don't have those feelings. You can nibble on my ankle all you want. I don't care. I don't pay attention anymore. All you're doing is telling me that I'm doing something right. The moment that nobody's nibbling on my ankle is the moment that I know that I ain't doing nothing that's special for this space. That's really it. By the way, I hope everybody likes I trim my beard a bit to look like Ross McDonald. I'm just trying to. But what angers me, I guess, Ross, is that, these are the same people that talk shit, yet, it kind of, I guess that one thing stung me is that before I go into that subject, but don't say that don't make a list and not go ahead and look at stats. Like everybody else who makes up a list always includes G Media. Anybody, I mean, we have so many people contacting us to go ahead and become partners. There's a reason for that. It's because G Media, we're an engaging company. It's we like me personally, I'm out there, I'm talking to the people. You guys aren't. Just because you throw out an article doesn't mean shit. You don't engage with people. And then you're seeking engagement. People can click on your article. It doesn't mean they read it. You're doing it all wrong. I'm not going to tell you how to do it right either, though. But I'm just saying you're doing it all wrong. And then you don't want to go ahead and compliment companies or media companies that are doing it. Stats don't lie, bitches. I'm telling you, the viewership that we get is phenomenal. The amount of traffic we get is phenomenal. The amount of impressions we get is phenomenal. So don't ever forget that. When it comes to branding, marketing, media, article, all that, you can't hang with us. I probably got one of the best VPs in the game, Ross McDonald, and I'm not just throwing out his name like that. I'm saying it honestly. The dude is a workhorse. You don't have you don't have the recipe. And even if you did, you don't got the players to make it work. So stop. Stop with the clicks. And you know what it is? Like, I don't come. This is the first time that I came out here and air some shit like that out. And I guess it's because I'm a TikTok superstar now. But besides that, it's just like I'm airing it out because I see that. And it's kind of like it gets frustrating because you're trying to help this industry grow, yet you still have this clique, the clique that claimed that they wanted to help raise adoption and bring people into the space and put them on a pedestal. These are the same people that once they see somebody doing that, they try to pull them down. But too bad you can't pull down a Brooklyn boy, a Brooklyn born boy. You can't do that to a New Yorker. We don't play that shit. Can't do that to a Canadian either who plays hockey in a men's league. Double shifted.
You know why people do that sort of thing? You know why they they will criticize and have clicks and cut people out? It's because they're afraid. They're afraid that they're gonna not be successful. But the big players and the people who are successful are not afraid of that. They will talk with their competition. They will partner and grow companies. And I'm not saying just because we did that, but you see the biggest companies come together or buy out other ones so that they can benefit the end user. That's how you go about winning with the industry.
What we couldn't go ahead and this is going to be an air out session. What we couldn't go, I'll tell you everything about G Media. What we couldn't go ahead and get VC money. I was offered VC money many times. I just want to have control. I want to have control of what happens with this company. That's it. I don't want to answer to nobody. I don't need that shit. We're growing a brand that like you can't like this brand in this space, like it's special. Like anybody who comes on here, you're like, if you're not known, you'll be known in the next 2 weeks. Like that's, and one thing we do is that we want that to happen for you. It's not like we don't. Like anybody who's a part of the G Media network, like we want to brand you and make sure that you do grow. We don't want to hide you anywhere. Like that's not what it's about. It's the other way around. We want to make sure that everybody grows, and if those people grow and they can go ahead and send their message out there that brings more people into the space, then we have succeeded. So my thing is like I sit back and I laugh, but it comes to a point where like in order to stop to start adoption full time and have it really really come in, you need you know you need everybody on the same page. You can't have these clicks. Like I don't understand. Like I told you many times, Ross, like I could have doubled my numbers, doubled my following, like doubled everything. I could have sold out if I wanted to, if I just would have kneeled before the click. But you can't do a disservice to somebody like G Media. And don't take this wrong. Like this is just one person. So like again, numbers don't lie. People do. Our numbers we beat you bring on the best podcasts around, and we can go ahead and throw out numbers, and we can throw out user bases as well. We're right there or over that. And when it comes to a podcast in general, like I searched around, I don't see it. There's only a few. I'm not gonna discredit those people either. Like I'm not gonna be you. Like there's people, yeah, they get good ratings, and that's awesome. For me personally, like Unfiltered, like I choose not to bring on A-listers. I don't want to talk about boring shit. And it's no offense. Like if an A-lister is down to come on here and actually come down and act like we're at a bar and we're chilling, we're talking, and simplify the process for our user, I'm good with that. If we're gonna go ahead and start talking C++ and get into finances to the point where a person just does not understand the vocabulary that you're speaking, then we're out. Like that's boring. That's I've heard you on 9 different podcasts say the same shit and it's not interesting. This is not a hate session either. Like I'm trying to really say that I'm not. See, me personally, I don't hate anybody. Do not hate not one person. Like I wish everybody, even those who hate, I wish y'all success. Like I have nothing bad to say about you. But like at the end of the day, I almost feel like LeBron James here. Like show us our respect. Like show us our respect. Like we built something in 3 years that's like it's not going to ever stop. Like I don't even have to be the president or the founder or the CEO of, well, whatever. I could obviously still be the founder, but I don't have to be the CEO or president of this shit. Like it can run by itself at this point. So relax and watch yourself, because there will come a time where I could just like I don't have to air anybody out. I just put out the like you put out the numbers, and the numbers, everybody knows mathematics. I hope so, since you're in the crypto space, but everybody knows mathematics and numbers don't lie. And at the end of the day, our numbers are legitimate. Let's figure out if yours are. So when we say we're the number one podcast on Wednesday nights, like that's legit. We're number one. Like today's engagement, we're probably going to hit over 40,000 people watched. And that's without, like, I don't even know if that's really going to be, that's just a conservative number. Where are you at? And where are you guys? Like, where are you guys? Okay, you post 5 times a day. Where are you? The people that actually go ahead and reply to your post, why aren't you replying back? Can I just air it out? Why don't you reply back? Not me. I don't care less. The person that followed you for the last 5 years, 4 years, whatever it was, whenever they came into this industry, why don't you reply back to them? What is it so hard to reply back to them? Is it so hard to say hello to them in the morning? Is it so hard to just click on a like? Just like what they went ahead and said back to you. You don't even have to answer them. Just like it. If you feel like it's important, then answer. But you can just like it, acknowledge them. Why does everybody want to be like everybody wants to be here, but don't understand that the people put them here? You didn't put yourself there. I can sell out also. I got a bunch of TikTok, little kids that are dancing in renegade videos that want to go ahead and do a podcast also. I can do that too. And that's not a shot at anybody. I'm just saying I could sell out too. Like that's business. I could do that too. Like, but I'm not here for that. If I see if I see it to be beneficial to actually bringing people into the space, I'll do it. But I don't see anything right now. When you look at it, I don't see anything beneficial to bring somebody into the space from that space into here. I was actually talking to a TikTok manager. I will not state the name. And the person told me they were like, um, it is essentially harder to get into this space, into Twitter, onto Twitter and gain a following than it is on TikTok. So like, look, I just posted something on TikTok and I became like literally I got instant cred in 2 seconds. I'm just kidding about that part. But I'm sure like if I want to go ahead and post repetitive, put our content on there, I'm gonna be good on Twitter and I'll have more impressions on there than I will on I mean on TikTok than I will on Twitter. But the point is, it's like my only point here is that we need we need to work together. And I'm not talking about like, like if you don't want to work with us, that's fine. But like, don't don't stop somebody's hustle. And what I mean by that is like if I see another like media company out there, which I've seen, that does a great job, like I compliment it. I don't shit on them. So if we're gonna resort to that, like I am gonna take the higher road. I'm gonna be the bigger man. And tonight it was more like, yo, let me just air it out, and then we're gonna move on from this. But like, don't do that because other people see already. Like, there's nothing you could do to stop. Like, you can't. It's almost like, and I don't want to use this analogy because I don't. I'm not gonna say that I'm Michael Jordan, but it's almost like saying like Michael. It's almost like you're saying that Michael Jordan sucks when he doesn't after winning 6 championships. Excuse me. Like when you keep saying that, people finally realize that like that dude won like 6 championships and he's got multiple MVP awards. Like, how does he suck? And that's what happens. Like people realize like after a while, like this guy is just my favorite influencer is spewing nonsense. So I'm out. The last one that I wanted to touch on, Ross, is like, don't come to me. Don't come to me. And no, you know what it is? I keep it fully transparent. Like, and that's why my podcast is called The Transparency Experience. I keep it transparent. Like, I have people like begging to come on to G Media. We do have people begging to come on to G Media to do marketing, branding, sponsorships. And like, you have one or two people that like come and like, they're so excited. And then they tell me about, well, you know what? I can get this Schiller to do, my stuff for me. I'm like, number one, I don't need the practice. So you don't need to come to me and tell me afterwards, after being excited, that you can get a Schiller to go ahead and do the same job as us. Number one, we don't do what Schillers do. Okay. That's that's short-term promotion, which is pumping and dumping your tokens, which we're not about. We're about branding. We're about taking your project to the next level. We're about our network, which is huge, which long term you get to go ahead and potentially stay in this space as long as you have a project and not just pump and dump. So to me, when I hear people talking about, well, I'm gonna get a Schiller on it, well, that means that you're just looking to go ahead and shill, pump that shit, and then what are you looking to do, Ross? What would it be? You're looking to pump it, and then what? I forgot that word. What is it? Pump it and
Aggregated yield farming algorithm. No.
who?
No, they're going to
No.
dump it.
Oh, dump it. Yeah. Do you know um how many projects we've turned down, like that wanted to go ahead and come on, and their whole thing? Here's one. David, I need you to tweet personally. No, it is G Media. It's not David Gokhshtein. It is G Media. But I want no. No wonder these kids are buying Lambos. The way to go ahead and take your project to the next level, do it the right way. What is up? And I got to say this, what is up with you guys? Some of the smartest people that I see on here on social media, you guys, you guys are smart. You come off really smart, and then you bring in outside firms. Like, how does an outside marketing company know what they're doing in this space? It's not the same thing. It is absolutely not the same thing to market in this space as it would be for for me to go out there with Ross and the rest of the G Media crew to go ahead and market Adidas or Nike. Like, it's not the same. That's easy. People don't buy Nike because the shoe looks cool. That's part of the reason. People buy Nike because there's a story behind it. Like if you ever watch a Nike commercial, like there's a story behind it. It tells you how like it shows you. Let's take Michael Jordan again. It shows you Jordan and like he's the flu game. You know, Michael Jordan, he's playing with the flu and he's hitting shots. He's dunking. He's blocking. He's playing defense. He's hardly standing. He got Scottie Pippen holding him up. They go through this whole story. And then it says at the end, Nike, just do it. Or say, or it just has Michael Jordan's, you know, obviously it's Nike, or was it at that point affiliated with Nike, maybe still is, I don't know, but it has the Jordan brand symbol. You take the Apple, you take the iPhone, and what Apple does with that. Apple just released iPhone 12. I guarantee you it's going to do phenomenal. It might not be better than the Samsung, but what they do is they're so creative, right? Here's your recipe. Write it down, guys. So this is what they do, right? It's an nothing's changed with it. They added a chip that's a bit faster. Battery life has gone down. Nobody gives a shit, right? But the story behind it, like the story that they're telling you, like how magical it is. That's why Steve Jobs was so good. And the rest of these people learned, whoever worked under Steve Jobs, who still remained at Apple, that's why they're so good, because like they're continuing to tell this story when they present the product. And it's like, man, like I know I don't need a new iPhone, but like I'm gonna get it because it just I'm supposed to get it. That's marketing. That's not shilling. That's marketing. That's branding. They are telling you a story without even showing you the phone. Like the phone doesn't matter. They're and people don't get that, Ross. Like if you look at every company that's successful, they hardly show their product. There's a story. So if you're not looking for longevity, if you're not looking to be here long term, yeah, we're not. G Media is not. Go seek elsewhere. We're just not going to be that company that helps you out. But if you're looking to go ahead and leave a long lasting impression, and you don't want to go ahead and use Fiverr for it, shot fired. But if you don't want to use Fiverr for it, we got you. I mean, did I say anything? Did I say anything wrong, Ross? I mean, like, tell me. You can listen, and I allow Ross or anybody to go ahead and rip me apart if I'm wrong, because I accept those. I, you know, it's okay for me to go ahead and hear things, flaws, and I know Ross might say, you know what, you stood on tonight, and you might have been a little bit too negative. No, no, no. This is positive. This is positive. You know why? Because I am positive that somebody needed to fucking finally say some shit like this in this space, to have people open up their eyes like the Matrix, take the damn pill to open up so they can see what's going on. It's kind of like mainstream media. It's kind of like some show that came out on Netflix just now, telling you how algorithms are set up to go ahead and make kids just stay on phones all day long. The hashtags, the algorithms are literally designed to go ahead and keep you on that phone all day fucking long. So somebody had to open somebody's eyes. So let me go ahead and get trolled. Big deal. Don't care. Let me go ahead and get assassinated. Don't care. Really don't care. At the end of the day, though, like if I can open up people's eyes so they can see what's reality, and I can show people numbers to justify what we do, like that's what I'm aiming for. Like we accept Bitcoin, just letting you know. And I'm not out there shouting Bitcoin all day long.
I like this a lot.
Giving it away. What?
I like this a lot.
You think? I mean, this is coming from the heart, Ross. Like legitimately, this is no. First of all, this is never scripted, but this tonight, this is from the heart.
This reminds me of that movie Uncle Buck, when he goes and talks to the principal, and he's like, "You so much as scowl at my niece, I'm coming looking for you. Here's a quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. Good day to you, ma'am.
John Candy.
It's
Is
very
that
good.
John Candy?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? It just I want to give that voice, Ross. Honestly, all bullshit aside, I want to give that voice. I want to lend my voice.
You probably just said some things to people that they've never even considered, like the people who are going to outside marketing agencies. And the marketing agency, they're like, "What's a Satoshi?" And they're like doing research. They're falling behind. They don't know what they're doing, and they're like, "Why aren't you getting the reach in our industry?" Well, because you don't have followers in the industry from the marketing company. Like things like this, people they don't think about it until they've spent 20, 30 grand, and they're like, "Oh, that didn't work."
Why would you not reach to forget about us? Fine, like whatever, fine. I'll stay. I'll play the sideline. But why wouldn't you reach out to somebody who has done the research for 3 years to figure out how this market works? Like, why wouldn't you reach out to somebody like that? Like, it makes no sense. It's puzzling. It's almost like I'm not gonna do it out of spite. Like, why? Why?
Well,
Like,
there's not a
because there's no other reason.
if they haven't come across our brand, there aren't a lot of options. And especially if you're in other markets, if you're in Europe and Asia, I think marketing wise there's even less options.
And this is no disrespect to. I love like I love Clever. I really do. I really like the product. I like the design and everything. But like, why would you like Clever? This was a no brainer for Clever to have this much engagement come to them. Like, why not? It's a no brainer. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they from a marketing standpoint, if I'm them, I'm like, we just won. How many times have I mentioned Clever today? It's like it's baffling that like people don't get it, like don't understand it, and why. And I'm just like, why not hire within? And then I get more angry that I see so many people on here, so many talented people. I'm speaking to you, like I see so many talented people out here that know their stuff. They can't get hired because we got companies here asking for college degrees that unfortunately maybe this guy did not go ahead and obtain because of some, couldn't afford it, had to take care of family, had, got a job early. But then, like, even if you have a degree, they're asking for 8 years of experience. And this guy's probably like 25 years old. How does that work? When the space is like only been around for 11 years? Like, it's so confusing. Why not take the guy who studied for the last 3 years and put him on your staff? And then we want to grow. Where are we growing? We're bringing a guy. Okay, so you're going to take the guy who knows everything about the space and knows how to put a great game plan together. You're going to opt not to take this guy. You're going to take the guy who just came from MIT. And there's no disrespect to the guy from MIT. I'm sure he's brilliant. Okay, but you're going to bring him in here and he has no clue he only has the manual, but he's never had the experience. 1 year's experience in this space is like 8 years. So you're going to take that guy from MIT instead of the guy who's been here working his ass off, watching everything and noting everything and putting things together. You're not going to hire this guy. You're going to hire the guy from MIT. Does that make any sense? Ross, that makes any sense at all?
No, it doesn't. But you know what? It's tough because again, that is a path of fear. People are afraid they're going to hire the wrong person. They think that a college degree is going to hire the right person, but education does not confirm intelligence or creativity, which is what our industry needs.
If I wanted to, I can go ahead and flash around in a dope ass car, wear my watches, do everything to go and tell you that I am rich as fuck and give you this false lifestyle that people give you on social media. I've said this so many times. Projects matter, not exchanges. That's not a shot at anybody. That's some reality. Projects matter. It's what you deliver in that project that matters. If you ain't delivering anything in your project, it doesn't matter what exchange you're on. No, why am I buying it? I'm buying it just because you have 19 exchanges? That makes no sense. Only somebody who does not know what they're doing in this space would go ahead and do something like that in terms of buys into something that really doesn't have a product to it. There has to be vision. It's almost like, okay, I build a token in 5 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes to mint one. What I'm gonna do is, after I mint this, I'm gonna go acquire. I'm gonna pay for 20 different exchanges to be on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flash off. If I don't stay anonymous, I'm gonna flash off I own the Taj Mahal and shit. Like I run New York City. Like no, like that to me, like that right away is a sign I'm out. I'm out. I don't know how you think, Ross. I just don't see any Wall Street guys, any stockbrokers doing that. Like I know plenty. Like people, like listen, my tweets are short, Ross. Everybody knows that. I don't go into essays with tweets because that's not what Twitter was built for. Twitter is like, here you go. What's on my mind? Boom. That's what's on my mind. It's just a sentence. That's it. If I felt like writing a novel, I go on LinkedIn, I go on Facebook. Okay. I'm not sitting here giving you an essay about why I thought of this in this way and how I got to this X, Y, and Z. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not frozen. No, I'm not frozen. The silence is I did it on purpose. I'm just like, it's more so like for me, it's more so it's baffling. I guess that's the right word. It's baffling that, but you know what? I guess that's our culture, right? That's the way society is now. No, I'm not frozen. I'm just answering a question because I knew because I went like this. I knew people would think I was frozen, but no, I'm not frozen. I was just looking at all the massive tweets, not tweets, the comments I was getting on TikTok. Obviously, now I'm now TikTok famous, and it just took like about 5 minutes to achieve that goal. But no, I just really, honestly, tonight I just wanted to speak on that. Again, I don't believe it was a negative conversation. I believe in my heart because I am passionate, I am blunt, and call it how it is. People listen, people call me out. For what? I have no clue, but okay, I'll take it. It is what it is. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I think it's good to call it call it how it is. And maybe just maybe we can change shit around. so we can get that adoption faster. I mean, I don't think I honestly, I don't think I said anything wrong in this broadcast tonight. Not a thing, not a single thing. Not one thing has been said wrong about anybody or anything in this broadcast. I just want to be able to go ahead and be able to come on here, get educated. Even though, listen, even though I feel like I've educated myself enough about digital assets and blockchain technology, I still want to see people talk about it to where I can learn something from it. I don't want to see, I'm not trying to hit up the club. So, when I come in and I see a club atmosphere going on, and you get where I'm going with this, Ross. So I won't say it entirely. That shit is annoying. That shit is not the shit that brings anybody to the space except people that, I guess, look for free stuff online. Um, Again, today we had the Clever partnership, which was really cool. Shout outs to Misha out there who went ahead and sat with me and we put that together. That was pretty awesome. Um, Somebody's tweeting to me, but besides that, tonight was a positive. Take away this from this entire thing. This was a positive live cast. It wasn't a negative one. I'm gonna explain why it was a negative before Ross cuts me off. This kind of shit has to be said. If you do not talk about it, the same shit will continue and we achieve nothing. We all came into this space because we are told that this is freedom. We need to go ahead and spread this to others in order to start growing. Yet what is said is not done. When people try, they're put down. Instead of working as one cohesive working unit, we don't do that. We do the opposite. We do the opposite of everything. How do we mature as a space when we're hiding behind avatars? I get it. You want to stay anonymous? God bless you. I'm not dissing you. Again, it's just the outside world looks at it like I'm not coming into this space. A guy holding $1 billion in an institution looks at this and says, I'm looking at crypto banana. Crypto bananas giving out financial advice with TA. I mean, seriously, just look at it from an outside perspective. You can say whatever you want about me. That's fine. Shit on me for all I care. But that's the truth. When I speak to people that work in institutions, they're like, yo, straight up, like, I don't know how I'm going into this magic money shit because all I see is bananas and vegetables fighting. Like, that's the whole thing. That's why when Dave Portnoy sat back and kind of went ahead when the twins were trying to explain, how Bitcoin works and like the supply and everything, he laughed at it. Like he laughed, and then he ran out of crypto because he was like, I'm not losing my money in this shit. I don't know, how manipulated this shit is. It goes up and down. I can't figure it out. But that's because nobody's actually sat down with him and showed him. What a big hit Dave Portnoy would have been if he would have actually known about this space and everything that it entails. But I'm just showing you one person. One person went ahead and like just build on the space in 5 days. What do you think? Other people aren't bailing after a day? Russ, am I wrong here? People come into this we had the webinar tonight. People came in like one or two people, like one question, was asked of like, how does taxation work on your currencies if you take out, but in a different country? He's probably reached out to people on Twitter with no answer. No answer. Why? I know, Russ, you might say, listen, that's not, I don't know if you'll say this, but some might say it's not our job to go ahead and educate people. No, I think it is. It's, If a space isn't established yet, who's there to go ahead and tell people how to go ahead and go about it?
But that's
Like,
fair, because today we had that guy who said, "Yeah, how do the taxes work?" He was from Mexico. We said, "Well, we don't know because you need to speak to a professional." But that's how you go about it. Avoid taxable events, and now he's got a path to go down. Other people wouldn't take that time to get him started. He didn't know what direction to go.
am I? You had him. Am I wrong to take out $10, $15, $20 of my own money and constantly give it out?
Don't
And I'm talking
forget.
about not fiat. I'm talking about Bitcoin.
Don't
Just
forget.
yeah.
Don't get your feathers ruffled, because you will only be criticized by people who do less than you.
And I understand that, but like at the end of the day, I had a conversation today. We're getting all these people that want help, like they want to really learn the space, but they've been pushed out of it. Like some of them even have wallets. Like I don't have to. Like I could tell them to download a wallet, but they already have one. They want to enter this space, but they really don't know. Like they see what goes on here, and they're like, "Yo, why would I enter this space?" Like nobody's trying to help anybody. I know some people sit back. They'll sit back, Ross, and they'll say, "You know what? What does he keep talking about? Help, 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 help." But how do you think this space grows?
You know what? We should keep pointing out people who are either working with us or working parallel to us doing good things. We should keep pointing them out.
But like I don't. I'm not honestly, Ross. Like I might have went ahead and went ape shit on this show tonight, but I'm not the type of person to go ahead and point a finger at somebody. I'm not. Like I'm not the type to air it out on like live stream like tonight. Like to say somebody like he sucks and he's not, like I hate doing that. But now it's like becoming like, bro, like don't you understand we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to get Amazon and all these people excited, even though Amazon is probably building their own blockchain. But I'm just saying, like, we're not going to get all these institutions excited when you have this kind of shit going on. And you're not going to get the people, like you're lying to some people, lie to people about their stats. You get what Ross knows, at the end of the day, like I don't want to go further than that because then it becomes negative. And I'm really, 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 really trying to stay positive. Really trying to stay on that positive tip where like what I'm doing here tonight is telling you that focus rather than focusing on, let's say, me or the next guy and like shitting on our day. Why don't you use that same energy? And if you have 643 followers, well, if they're asking you a question, why don't you help them? And why don't you show them how TA really works? Don't just post a chart and say, here's 3 ways or 17 ways it can go. No, explain it to them, teach them. Instead of shitting on somebody's day. And that's really, for me, that's really all that I had to say today. I had to air that out. I'm sure I'll get some real good mail and some really good DMs, but you know, look for people that'll go ahead and help you advance in this space. Look for people that truly do give a shit about the space. And on that note, thank you very much for tuning in. Ross McDonald, thank you very much for producing the show. This was Gokhshtein Unfiltered. My name is David Gokhshtein, the new TikTok star, and I am out.
Gokhshtein Unfiltered is sponsored by Veracity, attention-based platform for video, gaming, and entertainment rewards, building infrastructure for publishers to serve attention-rewarded video fact.io today. Fact Finance, who just launched their Fact Lending Pool, where you can stake a minimum 500 Fact and receive 57.5% APY. Visit fact.finance today for more information.